Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. Magic Tribe, I hope all of you had a great day yesterday, and I hope you're ready for some fun new stuff today. So we're going to start off with a little bit of regular me rambling, and then I'm going to do something really fun, and we're going to do a little bit of I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a guided meditation. And we're going to sort of talk about what it's kind of like to arrive in 5D internally. Not necessarily in your physicality, although for some of us that is happening too, but for you to actually, do it in your mental spaces. So if we can establish ourselves there, sometimes mentally first and emotionally, it's a little bit easier for us to figure out where that is physically too. So I don't know about you guys, but this weekend kind of looks like it's going to be a little bit easier, I think. It's not quite so heavy on the energy. We're getting a little bit closer to the full moon on the 19th, which is going to help tremendously a lot of us kind of get out of this feeling of being stuck and not really knowing where we want to go from here, kind of. Let me get some of my junk out of the way here. So I'm not quite sure which cards I'm going to pick yet. I think we're going to do let's see. I think I'm going to pull from The Sacred Traveler for sure by Denise Lynn, and the Everyday Witch Tarot. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to use to clarify with yet. Maybe the Affirmators. I'm not sure. Hello, Robin. It's beautiful to see you this morning. We're going to do some fun stuff today, so I hope you're ready. I was trying to start this live stream at 11:11, but of course that didn't work because the dog had to go out literally 3 seconds before I came on camera. So, I was a minute late, but I did try. So the next live stream for Free Card Friday will be at 12:12 Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you convert that to your local time zone, depending on where you are. And that's going to be super fun too. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with our guided meditation. And this is the first one I've done of these lives, so, bear with me. Hopefully the dogs will behave themselves for the 3 minutes that this is going to take us, okay? So I want you guys all to kind of get a little bit comfortable and make sure you're somewhere that you feel safe enough to be able to actually fully relax and kind of close your eyes. So if you're somewhere where you can't really do that right now, you may want to just sort of follow along, but not really fully participate until later. So we're going to start just by closing your eyes and getting into that sort of relaxed state, at least where you feel a little bit receptive and can just listen to my words, okay? So the point of this arrival meditation is just for us to all feel like you're in a place of safety. So you want to make sure that you really are in a place where you're completely safe and feel like nobody can hurt you. If you're alone right now, then that would be even better. Okay, so this meditation is about trust and being trustworthy. Okay, So the effect of this is going to be an overall carry over into the rest of your day and maybe next few weeks even, of just kind of being cocooned in feeling of trust and safety. And you'll start promoting that more in your life as well. Okay, so please close your eyes now and try not to open them during the meditation. Okay. At the end, I'm going to snap my fingers, and that will be the signal for you to reopen your eyes. All right. So I want you to take a deep breath in and let your breath flow out long and allow yourself to relax. Okay? We're going to repeat that a few times on your own. And I'm just going to slowly count to 5. Okay? So big deep breath in. And 1. And another will be 2. Okay, if you can sort of synchronize these with your heartbeat, you'll fall into a natural rhythm, and it'll sort of be one close to a sleep state or a very, very relaxed breathing state. Okay, you want to not let the whole fight or flight thing step in right now. Okay, now you're just going to keep breathing naturally. And keep the attention on the sensation of your breathing. Where in your body can you feel that you're breathing? Can you feel something in your nose, your throat, your chest, your belly? Just settle into these gentle breathing sensations and allow yourself to feel comfortable in yourself. Feel your body sitting here, gently expanding and contracting with the breathing. Can you feel the weight of your body? The gravity? Where's the body touching the ground? Are your feet touching the ground? If so, which part of your feet? Are your legs? Your buttocks? Allow the weight of your body to sink into the ground. And with each out breath, you can give away some of the heaviness and let it just sink down and flow off. And with the in-breath, take in the fresh air, the new moment, arriving in yourself in this present moment. Welcome back, everyone. And that's the signal for you to reopen your eyes and stretch a little bit and look around and realize this is right now and nothing else but right this second, and your arrival in this moment matters. It's a really quick, simple meditation, right? It's a really good one to set your intentions with in the morning as well. And hello, husband. Sorry you couldn't fully participate in that, but maybe we can work on that one-on-one. So I'm going to start doing these, I think on Tuesdays and Fridays, just because those are kind of our weird cutoffs for the week right now, with me taking Wednesdays off kind of as my weekend, and most of you having Fridays as yours. So I'm going to try to do these twice a week. So let's see. So Tuesday we will do another one, and it'll be a little bit different. And it may or may not be a little bit more involved. But it will be definitely a new experience for all of us. And look at that. The dogs even cooperated, and they have been fast asleep the whole time. All right, so how about we jump into the Sacred Traveler deck and see what it has to add to our sense of arrival in the now. Ooh, this card's been coming out quite a bit. So we may still be overcoming some obstacles, or we may have overcome them. Either way, the affirmation is you can overcome anything, right? And we need to really start fully embodying that sense and belief in ourselves and the world around us, so that we are maintaining a sufficient state of gratitude and vibration of magnetism, drawing in the things that we want and not the things that we don't, right? Let's get another card, see where we're going. Right, so we're still crossing bridges a little bit, it looks like, and I love this picture. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Hermit and how we kind of have to go within, right? And it says it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing, right? We still have some things that we need to let go, and most of them are limiting beliefs about ourselves, right? Let's get the next one. Keeps trying to give me like 3 of them at once. There we go. Oh, here we go. Ooh, I like this one. So now we get breaking trail. So maybe we have actually made a little bit more headway than I thought. And it says a breakthrough is at hand. So let's read this one. This seems to be our current message of the now, right? Let's see what breaking trail has to say. Okay, so the affirmation says a breakthrough is at hand, right? Or I guess in this case, a remembrance or a reminder. It says you're at the beginning of a breakthrough. Everything you've been doing for the past few years has been a preparation for what's ahead. There are instances when the path isn't clear, and in those moments, sometimes you need to break trail. In your life, it may seem that the path disappears. However, the only way to reach your destination is to push through. Keep going. Do things in a new way. Imagine a woman giving birth. It's hard, but through her great effort, a baby comes into being. Something new and exciting is coming into your life. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know it's not about following the path ahead, but creating your own trail. It's time to stop standing on the edge of life and just take a leap. Your patience is going to pay off. Old limitations and inner blockages are dropping away. Don't let fear keep you from moving forward. This is truly the time to allow yourself to experience the fear, but do it anyway. Something for which you've waited a long time is about to come to fruition. Don't be afraid to jump in with both feet. Your efforts will help create a trail for others. Ooh. A little reminder for those of you coming up on this wave. Right? It's time for you to step out and start shedding your light. It's okay. If I can do it, so can you. Right? We're not so different, you and I. I don't know what movie that's from, but I love that line. All right, let's get a few cards out of the Everyday Witch Tarot because, well, I just love this deck. It's my favorite. Ooh, we have a jumper today. Oh my goodness. The 7, the Chariot. So, This way or that way? Which do you choose? You could always go straight ahead, too. On the one side, you have you accessing your new abilities, right? The Three of Wands is about us realizing that, well, we had the power all along. It was there, right, at our fingertips the entire time. Now we just need to get used to how to use it. And on the other side, we have us sitting there crying over the spilled milk still. There's a time and a place for it, but we shouldn't unpack and live there, right? It's time to just clean up the mess and realize that it's time to move on to bigger and better things. That's what the Chariot's asking you right now. You've arrived, but now what will you choose? I like to look at judgment as you finally dropping the judgment from your life and realizing that everything in life is a choice. It all happens in divine timing. And we learn our lessons as we, choose. Hello, welcome. It's good to see you. It's Shantae, right? I don't want to say it wrong, but welcome. It's always nice to see a new face. We pulled out 2 for the next part of our story segment, okay? So we've gotten through the whole murder process of accepting our responsibility and realizing that we have to, thank you, that we have to access that part of our inner self and just learn to forgive ourselves, right? And look at what we get after that, right? Our new abilities are popping up. Ace of Wands is here again, but this time she came out with the Magician. The Magician knows it has all the tools it needs to create everything it ever wanted. It's the 1 card, right? The I am. This is what the Magician says. So what are you? I should say, what do you choose to be? And that's where we come to the next part. When we say what we are, we inevitably face some persecution. Friends, family, people of a lower vibration are going to try and drop us back down to where they are. We need to not let that happen, right? It may look like it's you against the world, but remember, you have the power of the world at your fingertips. And they're just showing you what you're not, so you can become what you are. Think of it more as a reminder rather than a punishment. Okay? And if we learn the lesson well, the world really does come riding in, right? And suddenly we have all this new abilities at our disposal to come to our defense. Because we are the light of truth, are we not? That's what this is about. Being fully authentic and raw in every moment of our lives, with ourselves and with each other, most especially, right? And if we can do that, ooh, there it is. If we can go within, then we don't go without, right? The Hermit card is about us finding our inner centeredness, our inner sanctuary, realizing that, well, our human really is our temple for our soul. And we need to take better care of it. Otherwise, our soul is going to have to find another home, right? And this is about learning how to ascend completely, body and soul. out of the 3D paradigm of lack and into the 5D abundance of what really is. When you can leave false evidence appearing real behind, right? Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Okay, Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is still us kind of still thinking about all the things that we've had to leave behind and not realizing that, well, we're being offered something new. All we have to do is lift our head up and accept it. And believe it or not, it's going to be something better than you've ever had before. Let's see what the Affirmators deck has to say. Lots of 7s and lots of 9s, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, we actually had 3. Okay, so I'm going to put those back. Okay, so I'm going to show you what they are, but I'm going to put these back just because we don't need 4. So we got clarity, get centered, and remember your sense of wonder, everyone, right? Okay, let's just get one card. I want a clarifier for the Hermit. Or 2. Okay. So we have to acknowledge the sense of impermanence of life, right? That everything changes. And that if we are to step into our ideal life, we must first accept the fact that, well, the way things are, some of those things have to change first, right? And then ideal partnership. And sometimes this is just our ideal partnership with ourselves. So let's see what these reminders have to say. So impermanent says, life is always changing and I drift easily through those changes, good and bad. As I drift through hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind. And as I drift away from good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity after all, right? It's just like the wheel card. It keeps turning. It doesn't matter who you are, right? And if it stops turning, well, your existence stops too. Ideal partnership says, I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now, right? We very often find the things that we need when we need them, if we're listening. The problem is sometimes we're not listening, right? So let's get a reminder from the universe has your back really quick about how we can listen a little better. Well, this one's a good way to do it, right? I choose love no matter what. No matter what's happening around me, I choose the choice most closely aligned with love. No matter what that is, right? And instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all, in all things, in all ways, every day. Because I remember joy is the ultimate creator. And I have a feeling if I pull another card, it's probably going to be the one that says, when I'm having fun, the universe works faster. Right? Hello, Nara. Welcome back. All our love back to you as well. May favor follow wherever you go. And If we spread more love and light in the world, then there's more love and light to spread around. And by giving it, you're not losing it. You're getting more. By doing a loving act and watching someone else's face light up, you're doubling your own, personal well of love. And in that way, you become like the Ace of Cups, the one that overflows, right? With love and the spirit of abundance. Because we remember there is no lack, and everything we need will come to us as we need it. And if it's not, then maybe we need to learn a lesson in patience. Or maybe it's not something we really need. Maybe it's just something we want. And you know what the universe does about things we want, right? It's like, oh, you want that? Okay. I guess you can keep wanting it, right? We have to state to the universe loudly and clearly, that is mine. And I would appreciate it if you'd give it back. And then the universe is like, oh, well then I'm going to have to figure out a way to do that, right? And it does in weird ways. It may not always look exactly the way you thought it was going to, but it does appear in one shape or another. But you have to be completely observant from your observer perspective and not from your little human ego one. Although sometimes they're one and the same as well, right? Let's close this out with a card from Stephen D. Farmer's Earth Magic deck. And I'm going to read this one. We made ourselves a promise on the new moon, didn't we? We set a lot of intentions. And now we need to get ready to receive them. Right? So let's remember the promise that we made on the new moon, because that was the last time that card came out. And it looks like we need a reminder of what it is we said. Because remember, the full moon is going to be the completion of that. Okay, so gazing at the sliver of the new moon smiling down upon them, the couple embraces each other, welcoming the promise of their love. The fading sun drapes the clouds and waters with its tinge of luminescence as the crescent opens its arms to the nearby planet Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love. This is a time for manifestation, beginnings, and renewal, with the promise that our desires will come to fruition. Here, Grandmother Moon initiates another lunar cycle, moving from darkness to fullness and back again over approximately 1 month. Her promise of what is to come is embedded in the first glimmer of her light as she emerges from behind the curtain of darkness that had recently encompassed her. It is a promise that has been kept for as long as she has existed. Your soul wants you to remember this is the time to launch a project, a new relationship, or renew something that has been put aside for a later date. With your intention and willingness to follow a full cycle to complete itself, that which you desire will manifest. The seed of that idea is ready to emerge from the darkness of your subconscious into your full awareness. And the next step is to put into action what is required to fully realize this idea. A promise has two meanings. It can be a commitment and a guarantee to yourself or someone else that a particular thing will happen. Or it can imply that something specific is expected to happen. When your will is aligned with the will of spirit and your intention is focused upon what you wish to happen, there will be fulfillment, and the promise is kept. And so it is, as it always has been since the dawn of time. I will it, and so it shall be. Amen. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. And I'm going to be back at 12:12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with our Free Card Friday drawing. So I hope to see you all there. And remember, we here at Magic Mom Ministries are in full support of all of you in your journeys. And we love you. Remember, you're worth all of it. Every single bit of it. So keep going. Remember to keep swimming, little fish. And be good. I'll see you soon.